technicals, I forgot what was that big run-up back in March all about. Do you remember? I forgot. I haven't looked at Rocket in a couple of weeks. Their earnings are coming up on May the 5th, which is next Wednesday. So a week from today is when their earnings are coming up. I'm going to try to look back here about it. I guess it's been almost 2 months ago. It was the beginning of March. Because we're at the end of April. What was that? You remember what that was all about? Short squeeze. Oh, okay. Short squeeze. Gotcha. Uh-huh. Yeah, but see, that was short-lived. That wasn't no GME short squeeze. What is the most recent short percentage on now? Let me look over here on my screen. Short squeeze, RKT. What's the shorts on it now? Short. There's only 7.8% short, and the float is 127, almost 127 million. So really nothing. That was a crazy squeeze. Most of them got out. So the last update was here earlier in April. I think the 15th was the last update. So only 7.8% of the float is now short. Just a heads up on that. Yeah, 7.8%, 7.98%. Yeah, whatever. That's about right. Yeah, so they're looking for a great quarter on a technical basis. Let's look at the technicals first, and kind of disregard this big run here. All right, now this company just became public here recently. They've been around for 30 years. They have arenas named after them. I think there's one in Cleveland. They have a baseball stadium somewhere in the Midwest. So they sponsor. They're trying to do. They're still in a growth phase, believe it or not. So that's why most people are saying when companies come public, for the most part, now it's changing. The dynamics have changed a little bit, but they come to the public market to raise money, for investors to buy into their concept, buy into their business, so they can use that money to advertise, retail operations, just fund the normal day-to-day activities of the business. And again, this company's been around for 30 years, and they just came public. Quicken Loans was, I think they were independent. They bought them somehow, and they became Rocket Mortgage. But basically, they merged or something. So, but the company's been around for 30 years. Anyway, I digress. So let's take a look here at the technicals. So it became IPO here last August. I forgot what the NSARs got in at, but obviously opened up here at $18 a share. We went all the way up here to 34. All right, we're just doing simple analysis here. We pulled in 18, went all the way up to 34 share. So you can see this base. This is where we've been, all right? Now just look right here. All right? Look right there in that range. That's called consolidation. Now we're taking this out here, out of the way. That, run up, we'll just forget about that. We're back to, went right back into this whole base right here. So from here all the way, and then do we continue? So we have to have a fantastic earnings report for us to break out of this base in this consolidation. So let's see what the numbers are. We're at 24. I could probably came down a little bit more to 19. Let's bring that down there a little bit, and I can send you send everybody a screenshot of this in the chat as a link, and then you can save it if you want and hang it on your wall, hang it on your chart wall. Yeah, you're right, Nick. Yeah, Dan, you exactly into it. INTU, which is still publicly traded, and then bought it back. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Nick's got it right on the head there. So that's kind of where we're at here. All right. So we need to get above this 2460 break and hold above it. Obviously, we've had some back to normal volume. Today was actually below normal. 6.8 is average. If you look up here, 6.8 average volume. Today we only have 4.1. So a little quiet. Obviously, they're in the mortgage business. Money is cheap right now. Interest rates are low. They're going to be increasing. So I think, obviously, people are going to still be refinancing, still buying as interest rates continue to rise. But the Fed, if you listen today, isn't really going to increase the rates till I think 2023, late 2022 or early 2023. So we still got at least a year and a half of these low rates. Now they're inching up slowly, nothing drastic, but we are just kind of, in my opinion, starting that ramp up to just get into that inflationary. But that's the talk for another day. I'm gonna look at some of the analyst reports, and I apologize. I have another screen over here, and I have when I put display capture on, it only captures my main screen and not the other screens. I don't know why. I can't drag it over. I can on my end, but then you guys don't see it. I don't know. I'm using Streamlabs. If anybody knows and wants to stick around after the video, we can talk about that. Maybe you can help me out. I'll appreciate it. So let's look at the analysts and what they're forecasting here on Rocket. So again, reporting next to Wednesday. Let's see. Gains, what you should know. All right. Now, this is Zacks. Let me put the link in. You guys can read along. Like I said, I like to bring it over so you can see on the screen. But at least I can put it in there and you guys can read along with me here. All right, there it is. I'm not a huge fan of Zacks, but, they do provide some insight. And also, I appreciate the guys who showed up, and thanks, Yassi, for asking me to do this. And if you could, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit notifications, and you'll be alerted next time I do a video. And I'd love to do these more often. I like these interactive where everybody's participating, and whether it doesn't kind of feel like I'm just talking to myself, because that's why I don't do a lot of these in the first place. Because number one, during the day I'm busy trading, so I've kind of gotten on the kick the last few days. I said last year I was on a little kick, but I'm really going to start trying to get back in it, after hours, and other times. And maybe sometimes in the afternoons when it slows down before power hour, maybe even do some more power hour videos. You can go look in my past videos. I did do a lot of power hour videos. So anyway, there's a link for the Zacks report. Let's look. So well-positioned, earnings beat. Okay. So it says topped estimates by 27.4% in the last 2 quarters on average. Most recent quarter, Rocket Company expected to post earnings of 83 cents a share. That was previous price of 37. You guys are reading along here. So, earnings estimates. So they're looking. So that's the earnings suggestion of 2.26%. So I'm going back to the other. That's why Zacks, they get off topic. So that's why. So they are after hours on May the 5th at 4:30. I'm just trying to dial in a little bit more. Yeah, let's go over here to the analyst. There's a recommendation trends. All right. Now this is interesting though. Since they reported their last earnings back in January, I guess, or early February, there's even before there's been a few downgrades. JP Morgan downgraded overweight to underweight. RBC Capital outperformed as sector performed. Morgan Stanley on March 9th, a month and a half ago, just maintains to equal weight, meaning that it just performs with the market. Bank of America just a week ago downgraded to neutral. So they're, when you have those downgrades that close, before earnings, so that was a week ago. So basically 2 weeks before earnings, that doesn't fare too well. But let's go back and look at, see when the earnings we had there. When's the last time they reported? I don't know why it's not showing my E signal. Usually it has a little E and it shows the last time they reported earnings. So this was the dividend they announced, which is pretty nice. Let's see, for $1.11. That's pretty significant. So they're paying you. What's the yield on it? This is for long-term holders, not necessarily trading. I don't know if you're looking at trading or investing. I should be in this. I'm not. I was in it for a while. I think IPO I had it for a while, but I sold it on this ramp up here. Actually, it might have been over here. I'd have to go back and look, but I did buy it, I believe, on IPO day. Sold some, then it pulled all the way back, and I think I got out and just kind of been trading, options and stuff with it, and a few hundred shares here and there. But again, it's been in this choppy range, so it's a $4 or $5 range, but on any day, you don't know what's going on. It's kind of erratic. Let's just say the yield. It's not showing the yield. I don't know why, but all right. I don't think so much that it's inflation. Actually, I don't think that's why the downgrades. I really think that maybe they know something that we don't. That's because their upgrades, downgrades are usually, they say 6 to 12 months, but a lot of them, they'll put that out there, and then 3 months later, in the next earnings, they'll change their rating again. They'll upgrade it, or they'll maintain it, or they'll downgrade it. So they say it's their 6 to 12 month price target. Usually they're 12 months, but I don't know, because we're like I said, we're just getting started. The inflation's not here yet. Everything's still going okay with the Fed rates and all that. But no, I don't think that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I see your assumption. I see where you're coming from and all that, but no, I don't believe that. I'm going to look over here. Does anybody expert here on Streamlabs? So why in my other display, and I have both all them up, but I can't drag it over here in this one because I have it set on a particular screen right now on our program, so it's set for e-signal. But even when I put on display capture numbers, capture whatever comes on this screen, like if I drug something over it, it doesn't do it, and I hate it. All right, back to Rocket. So nothing else there. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much else to say about it. To be honest with you, maybe there are specific questions, and we can look at some other stocks as well while we're on here. But I don't, some big blowout, and that's they just really blow the numbers out. But in other words, on earnings, and if you want to do some spreads or how you want to do options, the 2460 to 19 area, that's where I think we're gonna be at for a while. Again, earnings, may change that. We'll see. But you can even see, like on an intraday basis, look how choppy this is. Yeah, good point there, Nick. Sorry, I was just looking back over there. Yeah, that's right, man. That's I don't know what to think with it. He has been kind of quiet with all that's been going on, but Dan Gilbert, he was the first one since they had the IPO. You would have thought, since with his past history with it, that he would have already done that. Hold on a second. Remember, didn't he used to own the Cleveland Cavaliers, the basketball team, or not? I don't think they're going to be bad. I don't think they're going to be real good, bad report or a good report, but with everybody buying houses, I mean, they're paying an above the ask, and people are just trying to get into a place right now. I mean, this is absolute seller's market. But I think they should have a good quarter. I mean, I don't have, I'm not getting in it ahead of the quarter myself. The options would have to be really, really cheap for me to get in it. Do you think that UWMC is going to have a big impact with them? United Wholesale Mortgage? Yeah, boy, that thing just dump in it since the beginning of the year. Oops. Yeah. That big old, just from 14 all the way down to 7. Yeah, a lot of people have been betting on this one as well, but it's obviously risky, not for the faint of heart. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, their process is streamlined. Like if you get a mortgage, I know people who have, I haven't personally, but it is streamlined. You know, you upload your paperwork and all this. So you have to deal with faxes, calling a person in and out. I mean, you get your underwriting decision. I mean, once they have your whole package, they can say, okay, you're approved, pending. You know, when you say you're approved, I mean, that's if you went out and bought a brand new car before your mortgage closes, they find about it because they pull your credit rate before closing. I was in the mortgage business in the past, so yeah, but they are pretty streamlined. I mean, and obviously you can still call up somebody, but I don't know if you get the same person obviously every time you call in. I doubt it. You know, some people like that personal touch, and now it may cost you a little more, but I still think that you know, those services and those types of in-person brokers, or at least, you know, over the phone, aren't going away either. Yes, this is a little bit more streamlined, and maybe some people don't want that, but me personally, and I know a lot of people that do, and you know, when you're dealing with something like that, the biggest home purchase and the biggest purchase of your life, dollar-wise, you want to be able to talk to somebody. Right? What other ones you want to look at? That's kind of all I got to say there about Rocket. Rocket Man. I wish I could play it, but I get a copyright strike. Going to the night. I could put a link in and you guys can let's do it on your end while we're talking about Rocket. That'd be funny. Rocket Man. What stock you guys want to look at? I did a few other videos tonight earlier as well. I did a December. All right, that's a good. Good question here. So you're saying December 24 in the money options. 24. So I mean, they're not in the money, but 23, you're almost there. Let me see what they're going for. I mean, not bad. I don't see like, you know, rocket falling off the face of the earth as far as like the stock price. It will be expensive because they're just out of the money and you're going giving them time all the way to December. Let's look here. And again, I'm sorry I can't share the screen, but they got weird strike prices. I'm looking at the strikes right now. There, Yashi. Yeah, weird. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, they got 22. Then you got 23.89, 25.89, 27, 28.89. These are $28.89. I don't know why they do those those weird numbers like that. There's a few companies I've seen in the past that do that. Not many, but for what reason I'm not sure. I'd have to ask John or Pete and Jerry in that one. But they are just kind of weird. But that is what it is. So let's say stock's at 23. So you will be looking at just basically the 23.89 call, which is basically your 24 call you were talking about. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Nick, yeah, but other companies that have dividends, they don't, like, you know, you don't see the $29.89 or 42 cents, whatever, you know, it's just 23, 24, maybe a 24.50, et cetera, but it's just kind of weird on those. Anyway, so 23.89, I'm looking at 23.89 call for expiring in December. Costs you $3.38. Of course, times 100, so $338. Volume is 33. Open interest of 1,016. IVs at 52. So nice delta on it of 54. Of course, your theta is negligible, 0.008. Gamma of only 0.04. So You know what? That might not be bad. And if you own the underlying, like if you own the actual common stock, and do you own the common stock there, Ashley? Um, anyway, if you do, then you can of course get paid to wait, and then that's not bad. I I would like to see that maybe by that time, me personally, if I was going to do a December, I'd I'd go maybe another dollar out of money. That's just me. I don't know. Or you could do an in the money call and then sell like a 27 or let's see, just a suggestion, a 27 or say a 27 call against it or a 28.89 call against. That'd be another way to play it. So however based on your risk tolerance there. So okay, so you got 100 shares. So in other words, you could sell calls against it. You could do that basically every week. You just want to sell if you're doing that. They only have monthly calls. No, actually, they got weeklies. Here we go, weeklies. You could do that every week, but you got to be careful because then if it does hit that price, you are forced to sell your shares, and they take that as collateral for the call if it gets to that strike price. Yeah, cover call. Yeah, I'm just saying though, like if you can write them every week. Since you own 100 shares, you could do one call a week. You just don't want to write it too close. Options is people like brand new people. I know you sound like you know what you're talking about. Um, new people. Oh, well, options. Oh yeah, I can spend $30 and make 100 or make 200. Yeah, you can, but you can also lose your whole $30. But options, you have to know how to trade in options. You are picking, you're betting on where the stock's going to go. Just like when you buy stock, you're obviously betting the stock's going to go up, or if you're short, you can bet it's going to go down. But with options, you have to be more specific. You have to really be tuned in because the options, the theta decay, all of that can go against you in the blink of an eye. It's not like a stock. I mean, the value of those options can go up exponentially, but they can also go down exponentially in the matter of seconds or minutes. All right, so let's look at nail. So that's the Homebuilder ETF, I think. Yeah, the 3 times bull. That sucker is just going and going. It's funny you bring that up because Nick, I was looking at Home Depot and Lowe's right today. So they both had this monster run up, right? Look at this run up. Literally just the last month. We're in this consolidation, and then this last month and a half, this thing has just taken off out of the woodwork, man. Right? You're in HD at 160. Oh man, I'm jealous. Nice, man. That's awesome. 160. What'd you buy it last year? So anyway, that's awesome. That's great, man. 160. So I was looking at HD and Lowe's today. This monster run, and I'm looking at the RSI. Of course, I've watched this for me. I'm watching it, right? And I did some calls here. I wish I was long the stock back in here on this. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. But you had this drop, right? So it kind of dropped below this range, right there. So right there around the 260 mark, we dropped down to 246. So I'm like, oh man, this thing's going back down here to the lower 200s, 240, etc. And then boom, beginning last month, we just ripped and just turn around and whoop. So anyway, I got puts on Lowe's today. I was looking at Home Depot. They were a little more expensive, so I got Lowe's puts. Again, I'm going to pull up Lowe's right now, okay? It's going to be the same pattern, right? Same thing, right? There's Lowe's. Let's go back real quick. Home Depot, all right? So in other words, we've had this big run up, and I've just been waiting for the right time. I wanted a confirmation. You don't want to get in short early. If you miss a little bit, that's fine. So I got some puts for next week on Lowe's, and I'm going to tell you which ones they are because I've forgotten. And I mean, I look at hundreds of stocks a day. I can say thousands, but literally hundreds and hundreds. All right, what did I get? I got the Lowe's 190 put for next week, May the 7th. So that's the 190 put. We are sitting at 196 right now. Right? And I just, looking at the chart and everything, I just think it's a very good chance of going to 190. Obviously, we're going to get to 190 for this week because I doubt it's going to get there by Friday or even close. Again, it doesn't have to get there, as you guys know. It just has to get close to there, and so I can collect the premium. Yeah, I think they should too, Nick. Yeah, man. And even if they don't, I think I'm going to get pretty close. So I'm happy about that. Asha, you still with us? So, Nick, on your nail, again, the Homebuilder 3-time ETF, do you trade this, or you own that, like with your Home Depot, you own that as well, or you kind of just trade it? Because obviously, 3 times you get these big pullbacks here, 70 to 50. So, you're talking 25, 30% right there. There's 3-time ETFs to get you. As long as it's holding them around. I love trading them. I love trading those. I miss the old DWTI, UWTI. I don't know if you guys remember the XIV. I love that thing, man. But what happens is people get in and don't know what they're doing, then cry to the SEC and blame them. Oh, I didn't know. Well, you should have read about how it works before you get into it, It's nobody else's fault but your own. I'm glad you're still here, Shad. All right, so what about your nails there, Nick? So how do you play it? You just trade them, like the dailies? Oh yeah, yeah, man. I mean, again, the nail kind of the same pattern. Obviously, a lot bigger scale. Nail from that low, just the same pattern as Home Depot and Lowe's. Obviously, they follow the ETFs to just mimic the underlying stocks. Well, they're actually in Home Depot and Lowe's. I think are in nail. They're part of the ETF. But look at this: $100. 100%, basically 50 to 100. Let's just call it, right. So now that time over on Home Depot, nice return, but it wasn't 100%. Still pretty nice. Let's just look and see what it actually was. It was about, let's just call it, this ain't exact, to call it 30%. So 30% on Home Depot during this past month and a half, 2 months, or 100% on nail. But again, on those nail, in those 3-time ETFs, you have to be able to withstand the volatility and the drawdowns, intraday. Yeah, I know, man. You can't hit them all. You only got 2 eyes, and you need 100 people. Like, I like to think, honestly, man, at some point I'd like to have just a big room with like 100 miners in it, right? You got commodities here. You got gold, silver, platinum, aluminum, copper. Then you got your like your pigs, your hogs, lean, that kind of stuff. Then you have the grains. You got your soybeans. You got your corn, wheat. And then over here, then you got your gold, your silver, platinum plays. Then you got like NASDAQ stocks, NYC, and just have like a team, like an orchestra. Hey, John, you go ahead, man. I need to go long gold. All right, Nick, give me some nail over here. I need some Home Depot, some Lowe's. Give me some home builders. Shashi, man, you give me the mortgage companies. We need to go long. Give me 10,000 shares. Boom, boom, boom. Like, that's, honestly, I like to do that, man. And, one day, man, I've been at this quite a while. And I tell you, man, you learn stuff every day. I read. I'm always, always on it. And, and nobody knows who anybody is on the internet or whatever. I'm just saying. But that is, I'm the real deal, man. Girlfriend ordered you a nice 40-inch monitor. 49 inches. Why don't you just get like 2 24 inches or something, Because you can only put that 49, you can get more on 2 24s than you can on 149 because of, I guess, the aspect ratio. I don't know. Oh, you just finished your degree today. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. What'd you get your degree in? Like, yeah, 100 monitors. 2 monitors didn't cut it. Yeah, but I'm talking about like where you have like a team of like 25 people. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, having a big room, right? And you're like walking around like, okay, this is the commodity monitors. On this wall, we got the gold, silver, platinum monitors. We got the NASDAQ stocks over here. We got the NYSE stocks over here. We got the Amex over here. Here's our options area. Like, seriously, like that they'd just walk around like, all right, again, Ashley, man, give me a 25, 100 options on Rocket 2989 calls for next week. Criminal justice. Oh, fantastic, man. That's great, man. So what are you going to go study? I mean, like, between now and getting your master's, what are you going to be working on? Or are you still going to be in school or not? Or maybe you get your master's and then you're like an expert in stocks and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to trade stocks full time and at least I got my degrees to fall back on. Oh, yeah, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. Oh, yeah, I got that, brother. I got it. Sitting right back here on the shelf. I've read it. Good book, man. Jesse Livermore, best trader that ever lived. He made $100 million, went broke, made it again. Then later on went broke again, and then ended up committing suicide, man. Crazy. Crazy. You just need to be happy, man. That's what it's all about. You can't let it get to you like that, man. That's all we need in this world is love, man. Love, food, and shelter. And maybe somebody pay the bills. You get what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, audiobooks, man. When I try to listen to audiobooks and stuff, I just find myself zoning out. Just because like someone's just like talking to me, and I'm not comprehending what I'm listening to. I like just reading it myself. Like, that's just me. Yeah, man. When you're trying and you're like putting yourself on the gun to trade full time to replace income like that, man, that's super stressful. I mean, this job's stressful enough. It's so very stressful. That's rough, Ashi. But I mean, that's great. I'm happy for you and that you made that decision, and you're willing to work for it and work at it, and that's what it takes, man. A lot of these new people, they came in, beginning of January, running GameStop. They made 100,000 real quick, 50,000, 10,000. I don't know. I did pretty well on it. But oh man, this is easy. And then AMC and a few others, but then eventually the money they made will be all gone, and they'll be back to where they were, and back to working wherever job or wherever they came from. So, you got to put in the time and effort. Those were awesome though. How you paid your market tuition? 10,000 Tesla puts and left IPO puts back in my early days. Yeah, I tell you what, man. Last year, Tesla, I saw every day, man, I was making money on Tesla, and I've been buying it here and there, and I finally last year, I wish I had all of my position. I think I bought 30 shares, 40 shares, something like that. Because it was even then it was like a $400 stock, $500. This is before the split. This was early last year, but I'd owned it before that, and I'd sold it. And I said, you know what? I'm buying some, and I'm just holding it. Well, I bought, like I said, 30, 40 shares, something like that. Not a whole lot, but a significant dollar amount. And now I'm down to seven or eight. And I sold one like a month ago, but I sold some late last year. But I'm like, I am holding on to the rest of these. Like I said, listen, it really crashes. But it was like everyday tests last year. Just boom, every day. I was real surprised on what he's hosting. He's hosting Saturday Night Live next week. Oh, you got burned on Lyft puts too. Yeah, let's pull up Lyft. They just sold their autonomous car division to Toyota. Well, come on, Lyft. What's your problem? What? Uber pulls up. Why not Lyft? Come on. I don't like Lyft right now. Not pulling it up, bastard. There it goes. I think Uber's got a lot more going for it than Lyft. That's just me. Yeah, obviously when, this IPO, 2 years ago. So, yeah, you can't get puts on it. Options don't start trading until a few weeks out. on new issues. So you might have caught it here or whatever. But we're kind of back here to where we were, on a technical basis, where we were here 2 years ago, back in July. So, but we're kind of on this little downtrend right now. Right there. You can see it on the other side as well. But, oh man, where were we? Yeah, you know what? Here, I got a story for you real quick on Uber Eats. So last night, I wanted some Wendy's. I hadn't had Wendy's in forever, and I want to try that new bacon cheeseburger they got. And so I'm on the app. I ordered. I mean, that's a deal, man. It was like a double bacon cheeseburger and with everything on it for like, I don't know, $3.20 or something like that. I was like, man, I'm gonna get 2 of those and a French fry and a Frosty. I go to check out. I said, Wendy's store you order from is closed. I said, what? It says closed while you were doing your order. I said, what? So I closed the app out, went back in, ordered the same crap again, and gave me the same message. I'm like, what the hell? I've never seen that before, and I order a lot of stuff from Uber Eats because, I'm on the computer and stuff all day. At night I'll cook, but, during the daytime, usually I'll get a sandwich. Anyway, so I was like, I'm driving over to the store. It's on the way home. I just didn't feel like stopping. So anyway, that's why I was on the app. So I stop over there, pull in the drive-through. Someone else is in front of me. I'm like, well, obviously they're open. Pull up, order what I ordered. And everything came out just fine. I even got extra French fries for free. They hooked me up. I don't know. So I don't know what happened. You guys ever had that on Uber Eats? It was pretty nuts. They got the Uber grocery, but haven't used it. Not available around here yet. Yeah, but a lot of like startup companies that go IPO, they have that quote unquote might never be profitable. So I mean, I think Amazon has it. If you look at Amazon's prospectus back in the day, they probably had that on there too. But yeah, Uber is still going to. I think they're still losing money. I haven't dug deep into it. Oh, you don't like the Uber Eats app, huh? Oh, Shannon, I bought Lyft puts when it was 44. And ran up to 61 week, never lost 10,000. Yeah, it don't take long in the market, man. You can lose it in the blink of an eye. But speaking of that, like, let me, I do want to go back here to Lyft real quick on a technical basis because I like this. I like this app. I did the same thing. You can go back to my video the other day. I don't know, I did it on Saturday, I believe. MVIS, similar setup as this right here, right? It's kind of a bull flag, but we haven't really had a run up. It's just like another leg of consolidation, just kind of here. We had the dip, get a 3 or 4 day run, consolidation, just a 1 or 2 day run, little pop, not a run. And now we're kind of pulling in. So honestly, and this is my thought here on Lyft for a trade. Again, I'm not investing in it, but not necessarily 64, 69, but right about there, over here, right around this area. I like this for a move back towards 68. So I would say over 65, a break over 65 and close. And you can see it, or if you can see it holding before the actual close of the day, you got to watch the price action and volume and see and see what kind of, if we have average volume or we're above average, what kind of volume we have. Where's the RSI at? I believe over 65, we can get a push here to 68 back to this pivot area back in 2019. Yeah, could be wrong. That's my trade analysis on that. That's my thesis. And, matter of fact, I'm going to set an alert right now before I forget, because I will forget. An alert. I don't want to wait till 65, but give me like 64 or 75. All right, at or above there.
Attention,
sound.
An alert target has been reached.
Sorry about that. Hope it wasn't too loud in your ears. I just always hit the button when I do it just to confirm. So, in other words, when that gets above 64.75, I will get an alert. And right there, 64.75. So you see it there on the side. When that stock gets above there, we're at 63.40. No, I do. I buy commons as well. I do a lot more options now than buying stock. I will say that, but no, I trade the actual physical common stocks as well. But I do a lot of options. Yes. Yeah, I think it's great here. Good setup on Lyft, in my opinion. Again, do we keep continuing down towards the 60 area, and then it'll break down? I don't know. It looks like a decent, like it's nothing perfect. Again, this, trading the stock market is more of an art than it is a science. There's very, very little scientific principles behind the market. Well, it's not like when A does this, B does this. When B does this, C does that. Well, it does until it doesn't. There are statistics say, well, this happens 80% of the time on Thursdays during the first year of an election cycle, yada, yada. But again, nothing's set in stone. Man, Nick, y'all I appreciate you guys interacting in chat, man. I love that. Hey, that's what you got to do. You call it quits. You lost your money or whatever, but you reassess, you refocus, and you go back in because the opportunity is here. This is where tons of money has been made for hundreds of years, and will continue doing so. Now, who's wanting to raise capital gains taxes. That's another video, another talk for another time. But the potential's here once you learn how to do this, and also make sure you have a long term. Always got to have a long term because day trading's not for the faint of heart, and you can and will lose money. It's very difficult. So make sure you have a good long term portfolio set up, and start investing in those 8 to 80 companies that are going to be around for a while. And again, you never know. Hey, Sears and Roebuck was one of the best companies ever, and they went bankrupt a few years ago, and they were around for 135 years. So what were we at here? Lyft earnings May 4th. You said Lyft. Oh, Lyft May 4th. I'll say so. Rocket is May the 5th. Okay, Lyft May 4th. I'll be interested. I might have to put me an order in tomorrow. I could do it tonight. Put the order in, but I'm going to fill at 9:30 for a 68 call. But I just don't know yet. It's too far away. I want to have to see something. I'm not just willy nilly in that. That's just gambling right there. 600 Netflix called in for earnings when it was at 525. The last 2K had left. Woke up next morning to Netflix at 592. Oh, so obviously you made money. I didn't get quite to 600, but man, that was nice. 2K you had left. That's a tough game. But what if you lost all 2K? Then you wouldn't have anything. But yeah, I was taking the thought process. Opportunities there, other people can do it. Why can't you? Right? I understand. Yeah, it's not simple. It's not easy, but again, everybody wants to be a trader and whatever, but very few people succeed at this. And it's you get what you put in. That's what I'm gonna say. The more time you put in, the more chart reading you do, analysis. Just going over stocks and being observant out in the world when you go out to places and hey, Burlington Coat Factory's packed today. It's on a Saturday. TJ Maxx next door hardly has any customers in it. Huh, well, everybody's going to Burlington, Maybe check out another Burlington. Are they packed too at that store? Well, Burlington must be doing good. You go check the stock out, boom. Burlington's doing awesome. I'm saying, just be, social awareness just when you're out and about it, companies. And actually Burlington is doing good at this. I just say that. But you get what I'm saying there. Yeah, well, I'm glad it played out for you too there, Shamin. That's awesome. Oh, Planet? Yeah. I wonder if they still you still have to wear a mask in some of these gyms. I'm like, there's no way I'm working out with a mask on. You're hot, sweaty, can't breathe anyway. You're breathing heavy, and then you got to put a mask on. Yeah, you're gonna have a heart attack and die because you got the mask on. Well, that's been choppy though. Yeah, there's another choppy one. I mean, again, that's one you kind of hold with. Oh, really? Still got to wear the mask up in Minnesota, huh? Excuse me. I pointed this one out here earlier. Where was it? There it is. I tell you, man, I've done well, but I've lost a lot too. I mean, this past month and a half has been rough. Just about the second week of March, it's just been up and down, up and down. It hasn't been consistent. It's I don't know if it's the market. I'm in a rut. I don't know. It's like, I do well one day, or then I have a couple bad days, but it's not like I don't know. It just seems like nothing's just kind of going right. It's just been a choppy market. Again, nobody else to blame but myself, but doing all right here. But this last month and a half has been rough. So we're doing well. I'm happy on. Oh, this is Facebook. Oh, that's right. So obviously, I did the video I did earlier. I've been doing videos for like 5 hours now. Might have to get a little break. Facebook. So I bought. This was right before close. I was watching the tape. I was here on Think or Swim, and I was watching that, and I finally bought a 320 call. It was literally like, I don't know, 3:50 p.m., 3:55. Let me look on Facebook. I've been wanting to get one all day. I just kind of wanted to see where it was, looking at what the options market was pricing in, all that good stuff. And I bought it. When did I buy it? 3:53 p.m. I bought a Facebook 320 call. And as you can see, the stock went all the way up to 328. I hope we hold in the morning. Again, we're at fresh new all-time highs. Previous high was 315.88. We're sitting right now at 326 even. So as of right now, my contract's worth $6, and I just got one. I got so many other stuff. Like when it comes like this week of earnings season, this second week, you get the banks last week, and then this week you get all the tech companies, other big companies in the S&P. I tend to go pretty heavy in. So I bought the 320 call, and now it's worth 600, and I paid 298. So basically, I'm a double right now. If the market were open right now, it'd be a double. But hopefully, I can get a little more out of it. But not bad. Chegg, CSGG. Yeah, Lifesaver. What about Chegg? And you're just so you know, you guys' chats are coming through good. It's just I'm looking on this screen and I see it over here out of my side of my eye, but when I'm focusing, I got to look over and read it. So, what about Chegg? You got into that? I like this bounce off of the double bounce off of 200. This is the red line right here, off of 200 SMA, and then moving higher. That's the education company. Always. Yeah, a little bit of break. Yeah, well, what else am I going to do, though? This is my bread and butter. I know what you're saying. Just need a relaxation a little bit. Yeah, I hope Facebook holds up in the morning. I think it will. I'm a little worried. Apple, I have some upside calls in that. Again, this tap 139.50. I was looking 145.09. Now it's all-time high. Of course, this is split adjusted because we've had many splits. The last one was September. We had that 4-1. But this is the all-time high. And I was saying we get to 140 was my target after or before earnings. And we got to 139.50. Kind of pulled in here slightly. Apple's good numbers. Facebook was just phenomenal numbers. However, their monthly active users or dailies were the growth rate still a positive, but was slower than expected. Man, it's 7 days a week, Ashi. Yeah, 7 days a week. I mean, like Friday nights, it all depends. I mean, depends what's going on. Sometimes, like all day, all day, all night Saturday and all day, all night Sunday. No, it's not that, but yeah, I do. I'm always looking. I'll see, here lately, all this, like every weekend when you like pull up stock twist or something, it's all the cryptos, all these crazy little ones you never even heard of, trending on the weekends. But then, yeah, I'll listen for news, see what's going on in the news. Get ready for Monday. Look at Sunday night futures when they open up at 6, that kind of thing. Do some analysis on earnings coming up for the week, for that particular week, and where do I want to play, where are the best ones, that kind of thing. Look at my holdings, what I need to cut, what I need to, add to that, things like that. Yo, Vinny, wait, you're back in, man. Long time no see. Guys like Nick and Ashi. Look, my old friend Vinny, he moved to Ohio, and then I hardly heard from him, and now he's back. What's up, man? Yeah, we just been looking over some rocket earnings. We're talking Apple, Lyft, all kinds of good stuff. Did you guys get your stimulus check already? Hey, give me 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It's been a while, man. What happened to you? You took a big break, I'd say. It's been about, 8 months? Oh, man. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I understand, and that's why, man. Yeah, you told me you were close to him, man. Just remember all the good times, brother. All the good times, man. Wanted to ask you something. Did you have a name, Uncle Vinny? You have another channel called Uncle Vinny? Because someone came in on one of my earlier streams today, and name was Uncle Vinny. I'm glad you popped in, man. Excuse me. Excuse me. Whew. What else we wanted to look at? Oh, see where Qualcomm ended up at. Oh, I thought it was. I've been having some things going on here. No deaths, but just personal things. Hanging in there, man. Been on this video kick here the last 3 or 4 days. You can see there on my channel. I've done quite a few. Like I said, I just don't know if I'll ever get to where I'm live streaming while I'm trading, like especially in the mornings, afternoons. But I mean, I'm busy looking at them, or I want to take a break and go get a bite to eat, and just chill out for 20 minutes and let your eyes refocus, that kind of thing. But overall, I'm doing all right, man. Beautiful weather coming up. having the greatest first 3 months of the year. I was telling Nick and Ashley here, and then like the last month and a half, it's just kind of been choppy. So, but that's all right. Each week, it's a new week. Tomorrow's a new day. We still got 2 more days in the week to go, so I'm all right. I'm looking to get into futures, just because like Sunday nights, I'm like, oh, man, I'm so anxious, and then I'm watching like the futures, especially they go up real big, and like, man, I can't trade. Why, But the thing is, with futures, you got to have a pretty big, substantial, you got to have a little bit on margin. I mean, not to go on margin, but you could have a cushion because of the leverage. That's what I was trying to say all this time. So like just to trade one E-mini contract, like the E-minis, the S&P E-minis, you got to have $1,500 in the account, which that's fine, but I just got to have $1,500 just to trade one. Like in the account, not that it costs $1,500, but because it only costs you like $25, but you got to have that in the account, like in case you blow up or whatever. So I'm like, oh man. So I don't know. I mean, that basically, if you wanted to try to make any money other than making $20 or $10, I got to have 10 grand in there, and I just don't. I got other things. I got bills, other stuff, and then I got several accounts, and I just don't feel like putting that all in that one account. So, but I'm going to do something. Even if I want to put 3 grand over, I want to start trading some futures, especially on Sunday nights, and then like in the evenings when things are slow, that kind of stuff. Oh, Nick, I am, man. I live, eat, breathe, and sleep to this stuff, brother. I love it, man. I know. Oh, yeah, that's right. So crypto, Vinny. Yeah, you got to wait before you get into futures, man. We got to get you up to speed on the stocks and a little bit of options there. I'm glad your new job's going well. Yeah, yeah. Looking at charts all day, I'm about to waste time at a bar at this point. But now, hey, I do like going out and having a few drinks, so don't get me wrong there. But yeah, every day it does, it wears on you, man. Where's that going? Oh, crypto. Yeah, Dogecoin. Do I like Bitcoin? I think obviously is the real deal. I think it's here to stay. Ethereum, but Dogecoin again, it was just made up. And did I get in on it? Yes, of course. I got in very, very cheap, and I think I quintupled my money, and I sold a bunch out. I had 75,000 shares or coins at 0.00002. All right, and I sold some of them, but now I'm down to like 1,500 left. I think my highest sale was like 46 or 47 cents from 0.0002. So think about that. I think the highest I was up was like 5,600%. I'm like, I added, first one was 0002, and then my last ad was 0009 was my last ad. So the difference there is 0.007, so 3, so like 5.5, 0.005, 0.0006. Yeah. But I mean, I could have bought a new Tesla a week ago if I'd helped, and I just got all those in January, literally. I mean, and I still have some. I'm just letting the rest ride. Oh yeah, bought it at 0.028, sold at 0.036 for $600. But if you had the last week's buy, it's $600 off for one. So would you have 60,000 coins, Ashi? Oh, you had 0.002? Wow. Yeah, man, it's let's see where we're at now again. I was telling them, I got to get with you, Vinny. I'm glad you're back, and maybe you can help me out at some other time. I don't want to bombard you, brother. But I can't pull over like from my other screen. Like when I pull a chart over, it doesn't come up on the screen. The only thing that comes up is e-signal. And it's not because, even when I do display capture, this is window capture. So it's just capturing the e-signal, I understand. But display capture, it only will capture the other screen, not the main screen. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, that's crazy. No, it's not dumb that you sold it. I mean, it's just it was prudent that you did it, because if you didn't and you lost all your money, then you'd be kicking yourself in the ass. So you have to sell and pay yourself along the way. I just like to say, you want to cut your losers and let your winners run. Like Mr. Nick here has got Home Depot since 160, and Home Depot is trading up here right now at $320, $319. Yeah, I mean, it went as high as 330, 328. So yeah, he's sitting pretty. So 160, the 101's 260. Actually, he's up over 100% there. 250,000. Oh man, wow, that's 5 times. He had like $3,500. Yeah, that would have been nice, man. There's a new one. If you guys heard of this new one, it's called NFTart.x. Corn. Now this is, when I say corn, this is the trust. But yeah, corn prices just continue to skyrocket. Look at lumber. Look at lumber futures. Soybeans doing all right. SOYB. Now these are when I pull up, these are the Tecurium funds, and you gotta be careful trading these, because they are a fund, and so they're taxed different at the end of the year. And I bought a lot of them last year, and so yeah, I owe quite a bit of taxes on them this year on these Tecurium soybean funds. You got wheat. That's another one by Tecurium. But yeah, what about corn? Yeah, I don't think it's going to fall off, man. We're just getting honestly into planting season here, and I think it's going. China's buying more and going much higher. I mean, a lot of this is just China demand. Yeah, obviously we have this drop here to 2019. Now this isn't the futures, this is the fund. I could pull them up on another screen, but lumber bubble? No. Lumber, that's lumber liquidators. Let me pull up the random board length lumber futures. This has to do with last year, because they weren't prepared for the influx. And all right, this is because I've read a lot of this, is the people who cut the timber, the loggers, their people are the sawmills, and then if you think their bosses are like the Home Depots and people that the builder companies, they didn't request enough lumber, all right, and anticipating this demand during the COVID. So everybody's at home, and people who have money, they're getting stimulus checks, they're fixing their house up, they're building the deck, they're putting up 2x4s, building a new room in their house, whatever. And so they didn't anticipate this demand, and it's just caught up with them. And now the the timber companies are working night and day to cut down enough trees to get on the truck, to ship them to the mill, to get from the mill, to get to the stores. And then the builders come, and then they take them to the other distributors, and then the actual guy on the street that's building the house or the labor goes and gets it. So the supply chain is so backed up, and that's why you see this big lumber increase in, it's up 400% a year, and I think we're going much higher. Now, again, will it be a good short here in the not too distant future, 6-12 months, once this catches up? Probably so. But for the foreseeable future, I'm not an expert on it, but I'd say the next 3 to 6 months, I think at least you can expect it to go higher. We have some pullbacks probably. So yeah, definitely have to see on that. Yeah, that's right, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a good look, man, at the market, man. You got a good look. Yeah, Yeah, I agree with you there. Let's I'll Nick. Yeah, snapping back up. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, huge demand, and nobody they didn't anticipate the demand. Is what I'm saying. The lumber futures are crazy. What were they doing today? Up another $18 or 1.1%. It must have pulled in here, something here. Let's look, because let me make a full screen here on this. 1 day, 5 day, 1 minute. Pull up the 1 hour chart. Yeah, this has been kind of over here over the last since the 12th of April. I'll put this on the. I'll make a screenshot of this because again, I don't know why it's not letting me pull it over so you guys can see it. It's just been choppy. It's kind of a steady, and it's been chopped up and down. I mean, we're talking 1181 to 135. It's going these 50, 60 point ranges on the futures. But again, we're still up here at the highs and probably going even higher the way the chart's looking. I'm just going to show you like the 1 month chart. Let's just go to the 6 month chart. And I'll screenshot that. I'll upload it. I'll send you all the link. Man, there we go. Lumber. I'll put lumber link. Hey, see you, Nick, man. Thanks for coming in. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I know you probably already have. Yes, you have, man. And I appreciate it. And come back next time. I look forward to it, man. I really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Oh, you're still here. Okay. Vincent's out. Oh, Vincent, my fault. Vincent, he's got to go. All right. Good to hear from you, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Yeah. Let me know. Yeah, man, I emailed you. I sent you instant messages and all that stuff, man. And called. I never heard from you. Same. Got to get dinner. Everybody's getting their dinner. Actually, I had eaten dinner about 3 hours ago. So I'm going to go in for my second helping, I guess. Everybody's bailing out. Nick Vincent's out. All right, Shashi, I appreciate it, man. And yeah, I appreciate the follow. And thank you. And ask me any questions. Let's do it again. Let me know. I'll be around here for a little bit. We still got there's 5 other people still watching. Hey, like I got 5 billion. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting tired too. It's 8:30. Ready to watch some relax and watch a little TV myself. Nah, I don't have a Discord. I just I've been in one with an old trader friend of mine. We're not friends. We're not don't even talk no more. It got to be like babysitting, and it's just people arguing on the chat and back and forth. And I don't know. I'm not into that, man. I don't have time for that, dude. I'm trying to make some money. I ain't got time here to babysit y'all keyboard warriors arguing back and forth about who called what. No, I called at Facebook at $100. No, I called it at 98. Crap like that. But yeah, it's something. Hey, if you wanted to, I could start it up, and you could be like the head moderator. You want to do that, and I'll pop in and do some analysis and stuff like that. Do just chat real time. I mean, I like this, where it's like the interaction and talking, and then back and forth on the YouTube. See there, Asha, man. You're welcome. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Yeah. Said I just use it to share ideas and discuss like we are now, but I feel that. Yeah, I'm not either, man. I ain't got time for that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna hope. Let's see. Also tomorrow, obviously we had talked about it earlier. I know I've been talking about it all afternoon on like so many streams I've done here. Amazon tomorrow after the close. So that's definitely going to be interesting. Don't forget that. And yeah, I went real big on not real big, but I mean, hey, it's pretty risky. I bought the Amazon expiring Friday, 3,710 call. But I kind of liked how it was closing. Right? I like it. I mean, I was watching it. I bought it, I don't know, maybe 2 o'clock, something like that this afternoon. And 3,710. I mean, and look at the daily. Right? Now, this 34 odd line I had drawn the other day. I drawn that the other day about breaking above there. So we came right up here to tap just under 3,500. The all-time high here is 3,552. So it's Amazon to get to 3,700 by Friday. I don't know. Does it have to get all the way up here? No. But if it doesn't get pretty darn close, then I'm out quite a little chunk of change. And I just got one. I mean, it was like $1,800 or something, or $1,200, something like that. I think $1,200. Yeah, I didn't want to do 18. That's too much. Yeah, I mean, I had to risk it for the biscuit. Finger on the trigger. Oh yeah, but see, the thing is though, they don't report till tomorrow night, after hours, so I can't do nothing about it until Friday. So I'm gonna see how it plays out tomorrow. Like Amazon, if we get up to like 3,600 tomorrow or something, we're at 34.50, 34. Actually, we closed there. We're at 34.89 right now, right here, right 34.89. If and of course I could lose out some money, but then also, if I can make like 500 or 600 on it tomorrow, like if the premium goes up, like Amazon stock shoots up tomorrow ahead of earnings, I'll probably bail on it. And then watch the stock go to 3,800 on Friday after earnings. So you never know, though, man. Yeah, I'm supposed to have this live bot in here, like posting links, this chat bot from Streamlabs, and I don't know, it's not working. Yeah, it's gonna be a photo finish, man. Yeah, exactly. Over 3,500, it's gonna be huge. And they get all-time highs 3,550, so 3,558, whatever. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. What else we got on tomorrow again? We're still here talking. We got everybody on the horn. 20. All right, where do we go here? 21. There we go. Friday Chevron. Neo, that's right. Let's look at Neo. Yeah, and of course Ford went down on earnings this afternoon as well. Look at that. Took the big dump. I already talked about that on those streams. Yep. That's a pretty significant move for Ford. I mean, what's the percentage on that? That's huge for Ford. I mean, 5% on a $12 stock. Yeah, that's pretty significant. Yeah, good call not getting the Ford options, because unless you got puts. But yeah, that was. I'm still thinking, it's going to be all right. I mean, look at GM. I mean, they're doing their electric car thing. They've a lot of good things going for them. A lot of upside call buying here the last few months, and like way out in the end of the year, like in the 60s, 65, 70 range. So I've got a few of them. Actually, I'll tell you which ones I have. Let's see here. GM. I have 5 contracts left. So General Motors, I have September 17th, 70 calls. I got the 65 calls for September 17th. So I got 65 and 70s for September. I got the June 60s and the June 65s. So overall, I'm down right now 46% on all of them as a whole. So, but I'm not too worried. I'm all right. I think we'll be fine on General Motors. Ford, that's a different story. Neo, all you got a Neo at 13. Oh, that's for that big run. Yeah, man. Look at it back here at 3 last year. Crazy. Ride, how are they doing? Oh, that's right. That's right. I read about that the other day. But look, you had this, this is where I was doing this for a while. I mean, there's so many every day. It just goes by so quick. You look and you're trying to catch the Momo runners. You see what's coming up for earnings. You're managing the ones you do have, your long term. But look at this right here. This was right. So that was just a week ago, right? $9, and then don't look much. But hey, we hit what? $10.50. I know it says 1066. Just it's hard to get right there, but actually, we hit right there at 8. It's called 879 is what it was. So almost $2. The low was right there, 880. So the low was right here, right? Actually, it's the next day, the 21st. Excuse me, the 21st. So I mean, there's $2 off the lows. It doesn't work out for every play, but I had a scan running using my trade ideas, which is this here on the left-hand side, running like 52-week lows, and had some other parameters that were okay, higher volume, and I'd take a look at setup, and some of them they kept going lower, but you got to look at the RSI and all that kind of stuff. And I did pretty well on it, and I kind of got out of it. But as you can see, had a nice little pop here off the lows. Now, do I think it keeps going and continuing? No, probably not. I think we go back here to this 9 area and test, and then probably head lower that, over the next weeks and months. But it's a good spot to get into to find these bottom answers. You can't do it with everything. You have to be real selective and real careful. But, look at your candle patterns, look at your volume, your price action, everything. And you can definitely come in and scoop some of these up for a little swing trade, too. Usually 3 to 4 days. This one's lasted, so that was the first day, so don't count that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we're dipping. So 3 or 4 days, usually you want to get out, because over that you overstay, you're welcome. But it all depends, and so mitigate some of that risk. Now, it wasn't really a dead cat, because you would want it really just going higher and higher on that first day. It did right here, but, it kind of paused. Cat pause, no pun intended. But, yeah. See, Nick, what everybody else is missing out on? There's just a couple of us in here. Hey, that's fine. We're doing our thing, man. We're learning. Get some good information out there, discussing it. I mean, learning. You know what I'm saying. I learned about Lyft. I wasn't even looking at Lyft. As far as learning, you learn something every day. But that's a nice setup on that Lyft, man. Remember? Keep an eye on that for earnings next week. I mean, remember, right down here, there it is. My lines, and I put my alert in 64.75. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're learning, man. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, a couple more, man, then I got to get out of here. Give me a couple more you want to look at in particular, anything? What's that? Yeah, Lyft, man, I like it. Right there's the setup, right there. Just like I showed you, that's the setup. Should we share it with everybody else in Stock Twists, or just keep that to ourselves? And then, hey, we can go back and say, well, you can watch this video from April 28th where I said I told you so. Viacom. You know what? I didn't sell all out, but I sold some more of this today because, all right, we have this big drop. This was the Viacom. This was the hedge fund disaster, right? Where they unloaded, they were why did they unload? I forgot exactly, but the hedge fund, something, they went belly up on shorts of this or something. I'm not sure. I made a boatload on the downside. Did pretty well. So here on last week or so, it was sometime last week. Again, I have to go look. But I bought it, and I was up. I sold some. I bought 100 shares of it. I sold some, down to like 75 shares. Sold some more, was down to 50. Made a little bit. And then we kind of start, like, it looks like it's coming back up. It's hanging right around the 200, which is the, right there. Hold on. Excuse me. Hanging right around the 200 SMA, the red line. Goes above it, starts coming back down. I think I got it right in here. Anyway, so I'm down to like 40 shares on it. It looks like it wants to go lower. When I got in, I'm like, okay, you don't get it on the first day because, obviously this is the first day drop. I think dropped from 100 to $40. So I was letting it consolidate a little bit and get in. And it's just not really doing anything. It's not going anywhere. So I may have to cut it all tomorrow. That's me. Bill Hwang. Yeah, 30 times leverage. Yeah. He was over leveraged on it. And that Atheos or whatever hedge fund. Yeah, that was him. The margin, it was nuts. But I'm just surprised it hasn't come back yet. I don't know if I'm going to hold it, how much longer I'm going to hold it or not. Let me see. I know I sold some more today. Yeah, I'm down to 35 shares on VIC. Oh, yeah, this is another thing. I bought that. Oh, April the 4th, 45 call. All right, so this was yesterday. All right, this was yesterday. Now I'm going to show you this, all right? So yesterday, this is today right here. This is yesterday. Look at the bottom. I'll tell you the date, 4/27 yesterday. So yesterday, we kind of started making these new highs up here. This is before this afternoon part. This was right around lunchtime or thereabouts. I bought the 45 calls. I bought 3 of them. All right, the stock was at 43.30. I bought the 45 calls expiring this Friday. And I'm down 78% on them. Probably going to take an L on them tomorrow. Again, so I have commons and options on this one. And then out in June, I got a 60 call. And I got that on that third day drop. I'm like, all right, I'm going out 3 months. Give me time. This was, again, a month ago. So that was 3 months into the future for June to give me time to buy the $60 call. But, I bought it, but time for it to get up there. And let's see, I'm down 76% on that. But we start getting some kind of rebound here, some sort. We see what happens with this 200. It's just kind of hanging up and down around it. Was 200 is very, very good support. All traders, institutional people look at that. That is very, very telling. In other words, that's 200 days of price action. So when it gets down around the hour, most stocks respect that. Now, I'm not saying they can't go above it or it can't go below it, but a lot of stocks, and institutional traders particularly, I follow along with the big boys. They respect this 200-day moving average. And if you'll notice in the description of this video, I have hashtag 200 SMA because depending on where it's at, how far it is on the downside or the upside, I like to play the 200 SMA a lot, and it works out 8 or 9 times out of 10 every time. So let the free shares. Well, they're I don't know if they're free or not. Let's see. Free shares, see 41.78. Yeah, I did cash. I cashed out some at 40. My average is 41.78. So I cashed out some at 44, 43 there about. So I don't know. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold them for a while. I just got to free up some money here. I got so much tied up. The earnings season always gets me every time. This first major week, like when you got the tech companies that second week of earnings season. Though you can see the volume here on the bottom on VIA. See, obviously this first days here, but it's kind of been waning downwards. Those are the first few days of that big drop. But yeah, we've kind of average volume of 52 million. Today we traded 27 million, which, I mean, 27 million is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, you can get it. It's very liquid. You can get in and out of the stock. I mean, no problem getting in or out. I just want to see more. I just got to see what's happening, how long we're playing out here. It's just hovering around. It's not doing what I thought it was going to do. Again, that's where, the market's an art, not a science. All right, one more and I got to go, Nick. Give me one more. Oh, excuse me. BL. Blackline. I don't know this one. Look up what they do. You don't know? Go and find it. Google's Yahoo, actually. Yahoo Finance is where I go. Blackline, but I mean, what are Blackline do? I'll find out real quick. Just got an upgrade, or initiated to neutral. Another one to buy. Outperform. That's in February. Woodland Hills. Technology, okay. Streamline accounting and finance operations. Okay, so they're in software as a service then, basically. Okay. I really didn't know about them. I hadn't heard about them. So what made you pull that one out? BO. Secret weapon. What do you mean? Talk to me here. Secret weapon. Yeah, I saw it. They did accounting software. Replace accountants using IBM style marketing subscription fees. Huh. How long have they been around? Let me look. Oh, they're pretty new. No? Okay, never mind. Spoke too early. Okay, they've been around for 4 years or so. Okay. Actually, October 16, so almost 5 years, 4.5 years. Huh. Of course, you look at the charts, I mean, everything from last year, March, and, everybody has this big run. But again, here, as you can see, what I was talking about here just a few minutes ago, with the 200 SMA, respected it, dropped below it a little bit, 3 or 4 tests there, but held, came back, recovered again, and now we're trading above it. Yeah, no, I don't know if I've ever heard of this company, man, or the ticker. Usually, I don't know every single one. I mean, that's Kramer. He's pretty much, but I like to think of myself as like a junior Kramer. I know quite, hundreds and hundreds. Not at least 1,000 tickers. I can, you say what it is, and I can tell you what company it is or whatever. Yeah. So, any prospects? I mean, you got any like news on this or something? Technically, I'm not seeing anything right now on a technical basis. Let's see here. Blackline of buy. Let's see. Some people don't like Motley Fool. I like it. Obviously, everybody has their own, they're either long or short the stock, and they want to write articles according to that theory or thesis, whatever their bias is towards. But I do like the way Motley Fool's articles. They're well written, unlike a lot of other places where the grammar and just deplorable, just horrible. The spelling. I mean, I'm trying to read it. I don't know what the hell you're saying. So this article is from last Friday regarding Blackline. I'll post it in there if you want to read it. I want to just read the first paragraph and see what it is. Let me read it. In 2011 op-ed, famed venture capitalist Mark Andreessen argued the software was eating the world. The argument was that, unlike the dot-com bubble of the late 90s, this new batch of technology companies was set to take over large swaths of the economy. Blackline is a perfect example of what Andreessen meant. So cloud-based solutions modernize finance and accounting, or manually. A bright future of pricing of the stock. Okay. So we're saying the bright future may be already priced in. Okay. Sorry, move it, transform. Okay. So need to add some artificial intelligence to its products or more. Buy shares. So, yeah, that's a, man, I kind of scanned through it. So they're saying, all right, so quarter one, they generated, this is interesting here. That video is an unbiased review of the revenue stream market space. Right. What video? So that video is unbiased. What video? I just sent you. Oh, is there a video? That's just a picture. I just sent. It was a link to the article. I don't know the video that I saw. Anyway, check this out. So quarter one last year, 29% growth. That's year over year versus 2019. So quarter two, 2020, 20%. Quarter three, 2020, 21% growth. Quarter four, 2020, 19% growth. Boom. Now, will we keep growing? That's the big $164 million question. We'll see. That's interesting, though. 1,300 employees. So, hey, average price target's 149. Obviously, that's where we came from. So they haven't done much revision since February. We kind of took this little dump. But the analysts are looking good on it. Recommendation is a buy. I mean, decent, man. I'll remember that company for down there. Like I said, I hadn't heard of that. And maybe I've came across it and don't remember it, but not one I see all the time. Yeah, I just put a link in the chat. You can't post links. Maybe we'll see. I just have it where nobody can post any links unless you're a moderator. And Vincent's the only moderator. I think I have another guy, friend. He's a moderator too, but he don't come in too often. It's not you. It's just like because otherwise you get these bots of people posting porn and all this other crap. But hey, you stick around, man. I'll give you a little blue wrench, and you'll be able to post some links and stuff in here because you seem to have your head screwed on straight. But second video down by Mr. Farrell. All right, well, let me look it up, and I'll post it back in here. Let me see if I can find it. All right, so just search Blackline and Mr. Fired Up. Blackline. Blackline makes controllers' lives easier. Oh, okay, I see it. But this one's by Blackline itself, the actual company. You're saying this one was by Mr. Fired Up Wealth. Okay. Yeah, I don't see. I'm down like 4 and 5 down. They're all by Blackline themselves. I don't see Mr. Fired Up. But anyway, check this one out. Interesting. Huh. I don't see the one that Mr. Oh, I just typed in Blackline stock. Okay. Hey, do me a favor, Blackline stock. Just because I've tried to change some of the way it picks up on me. Go to YouTube there, type in stocks Unhinged. I don't know if I have it's 2 words in my channel. But see if, am I the first one that pops up when you type that in? Like, I know what comes up on my end, but I'm saying from you, since you're not the owner of the room, like, what pops up? Does it pop up right away? Did that pop up? Oh, cool, man. Good. Yeah, man, I'm going to try to start at least getting up, first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Again, I haven't done much with this channel. I've had it for 4 years. And, it's a lot of work, man, doing all this. Like to make the stupid, the thumbnail takes me a little bit. You got to download this, get that, and then type in all the keywords. I save a lot. But, it's like during the day, I just want to trade, so that's where I'm at on it. But, yep, you're right, man. Oh, Your all the Facebook GME all showed up too? The ones from this afternoon? Huh. Oh, cool. Did you like? I don't know. I did a stream earlier today, man, and like 10 people. I was doing an analysis of the Facebook earnings, going over Facebook earnings this afternoon, and everybody kept coming in the chat. Did Facebook buy Bitcoin? Did Facebook buy Bitcoin? I'm like, what? And I hadn't heard anything about it. I wasn't on Twitter today, and I'm like, no, not that I know of. I said nothing in the results about it. I said, let me go to Old Trusted Google. I said, let's just go to Facebook's investor relations page. So anyway, after that, I did a quick little video after that video and did Facebook buy Bitcoin. And I'm like, no, I said, quit believing, everything you read on the internet and do your own due diligence. Yeah. I mean, just go and find out for yourself. I mean, click Google search, people just don't have no common sense to just believe anything that's on the internet that, oh yeah, the Earth's flat. It's gonna, we're gonna fall off the edge tomorrow. That kind of shit. Hey, thanks, Adam. Well, you just came out of the woodwork. Appreciate you here. We're getting ready to end it here shortly, Adam. But yeah, man, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. And come back next time when we upload new content again, brother. A clickbait. No, I don't like doing clickbait, but I guess it kind of is. But I had to do it. It only took me a couple minutes. Well, it took me like 10 minutes to get all the thumbnail crap together because the thumbnail was too big. It was over 2 megabytes. It wouldn't fit. I had to cut some other crap out. Anyway, it's just, nothing fancy. But yeah, I guess it is clickbait, but whatever. It's people, I like literally 15, 20 people. Go watch that video and look at the live chat. Like everybody in the brother, did Facebook buy Bitcoin? Did Facebook buy Bitcoin? That was everything. I'm like, what? They're going over numbers. They actually blew it out. Again, Facebook all-time highs. Apple tomorrow. We got Rocket Mortgage next week. Keep an eye on Blackline. I like it. I like that a lot. Blackline for sure. Where do we go? Earnings, here we go. Nope. Here we go. So, again, McDonald's, Bristol Myers Squibb, Overstock, Sandstorm, Caterpillar. Caterpillar get us a read on the construction side of the economy, your Home Depot side, so you want to watch your Caterpillar earnings in the morning. Nick, yeah, you're welcome, man. So that's it. I think I'm gonna hang it up too, brother. I'm tired. I've been doing about 5-6 hours of this, streaming and then trading. So it's been a full about a 13-14 hour day already. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Told her, I said, hey, RKT to the moon, baby. All right, man. Adam, everybody, thanks for coming in, man, and we'll see you next time. Hit that like button on the way out. Thanks again for watching Stocks Unhinged, man. Yeah, check out Cat. See you next time, Nick. Keep in touch. Peace.